say hello so that you could shop directly. Excellent. Here we go. Awesome. Just connecting to Amazon Live here. Alrighty. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm your host, Hailey Feldman. This is my Chic Style live on Amazon Fashion for women, styled every Tuesday and every Friday on Amazon Live Fashion here. So we are just getting connected to my Fire TV where we could pull up product pages, our little thumbnail here, how to look expensive for less this summer's little summer preview, which is so exciting. I love that. I'm just pulling this up here so that we could look. Sometimes it's up here. All right. Well, we could always go back. Sometimes it takes a moment. All righty, guys. Hello, hello. It is so wonderful to be here with you. I have beautiful pieces for you to see today. My name is Hailey. Use this chat feature for live style tips. Anything that you may be doing this weekend or upcoming, happy early Memorial Day to you and your family. Anything that you want to talk about style-wise, I'm here to help you. I have lots of different price points and exclusive live-only promos, so make sure to hit claim deals now. All right, I'm just pulling up the show here. Here we go. Wealthy on a budget. Look expensive and spend less. What does that mean? How is that even possible? That's my job. That's why I'm in business. That's why people come to my show. I'm just doing a little sound check here. Awesome. You guys could hear me, right? Good. See me and hear me? Here are a couple things that happen constantly with my gals. I'm going to pull this up here so you guys could see this little dilemma, right? You want to look expensive and you want to look high-end, but you have a very strict budget. That's my dilemma too, every single day. And I always want to look polished, I always want to look lovely, but I'm working on an Amazon fashion budget. So if you are too, then this is the right show for you. So if you want to have that elevated kind of, I have it all together, look rich without trying, quiet luxury, then this is a great show. We talk about fabrics, we talk about the power of doing a monochrome outfit, and of course these quiet details such as lovely understated pearls and hardware, etc. I love to talk to my shoppers about being smart on Amazon, so there's a lot of educational pieces as well as amazing style options. All right, so how to look expensive on a budget. Can you guys believe this top? I have it untucked right now and we're gonna kind of play with it. I have it untucked so that you could see the whole length of this beautiful top here. This was a last minute add-on to my show. I like to plan these shows well in advance, so that gives me time to figure out what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be showing you, but also for my shoppers that can't always make it live, they come and they can preview before. So hit the follow button, and all of my shows are always scheduled in advance, so you could take a look even if you can't make it. But this was a last minute add-on, and I was looking for a under 25-ish, high quality, well-made top in a nice neutral, because this is such an easy to match color, and we could wear it with so many other bottoms here on this show. So I wanted to get a nice neutral color, but I also wanted it to be really, really, really budget. And of course, make sure it looks expensive. And it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. Here's why. There are so many different options on Amazon Fashion. It is a growing part of Amazon as a whole. And so it is my job to help you guys navigate that so that you guys could come here and get a head to toe outfit, or over 10 or maybe even 30. Sometimes we do even more than that. Very versatile pieces. So just kind of pulling it up on my Fire TV, I'm going to show you, talk you through my buying decision and how I landed on this top, this color, and why this was a perfect piece for me. So I'm going to click select options here on my Amazon Fire TV. If you could see in the background, we could pull it up. So I chose beige, but it also comes in like a army green color, which I haven't seen in person, but it looks like more of a sagey, earthy tone green and less army. I almost went with black because I think that would be gorgeous. And this is a beautiful silhouette to go with black, and that will also match everything, and I love that. Coffee was interesting, and also the light apricot. But I ended up going with this super neutral because it's very easy to layer and really match with so many different bottoms that I already have. And that's the trick. If you don't want to buy anything unless you can match it with at least 5 other items that you already own, or else it's not worth the spend. We don't do fast fashion. We don't do clutter on this show. We do outfits. We do capsule wardrobe pieces, easy to mix and match and build our wardrobe to have that wealthy, expensive aesthetic, but it's also wearable and usable. All right, so the sizes go from extra large, large, medium, small, and my size is extra small. So I took my regular size and I think it fits perfectly. It's really lovely. I have a lot of length here, and we're going to tuck it in and also see how that looks too. I'm gonna just click the full details here. And right now, and depending on your location and if you're a Prime member, et cetera, this is a limited time deal, but it's also, when it's full price, it's still under that 25-ish mark, but prices do vary, but give or take. Okay, so very, very pretty here. Here's what grabbed me. It's 100% viscose. And drop a comment if you know the fabric viscose or if it rings any bells. Anyone? No? So viscose, I could pull it up here. I'm gonna try to pull up my notes on my Fire TV here. Let's see. Okay, so viscose is a type of rayon, and it's made from wool pulp. So it has some texture to it, which makes it have that kind of cashmere feel. And it's like a nice hybrid between a natural fabric and also like a cotton kind of feel. And then also it has that synthetic performance fabric. So it's gonna be very durable. It's totally machine wash. You could even tumble dry it. I did it for about 5 minutes when it was just out of the washing machine, and then I let it hang dry overnight, and it's perfect. You don't need to. It's not gonna wrinkle because it has that kind of blend of the synthetic and the real fabric. So this is a great moisture wicking top. That's why it's a great base layer. We're gonna keep it on throughout the show, not the entire show, but the first half of the show, I'm gonna keep it on so that you guys could see. A base layer should always be very, very light, especially in spring, summer, definitely in summer. This is a highly absorbent material. Viscose is something that you see a lot with performance wear fabrics and workout clothes, etc. So that's going to help you if you're going to be perspiring or you're going to be in the summer, it's going to be hot. So it has that component to it. And of course, it's super easy care machine wash. Temperature regulating, so the viscose fibers, they're very, very breathable. And that's why it is the first product on our show today. It really does a great job of circulating and like allowing you to breathe freely. So it's a great layer for the, science-wise of this fabric. It's great. So it's gonna keep you nice and cool when it's warm. You can feel comfortable in this. And of course, it is friction-free and it is super soft. It feels like you could sleep in it. And this is another type of fabric that you see in sleepwear, in nice little pajama sets. Love it. So lightweight, and it's a kind of almost like a skin-like feel. It's a really, really quality one. So it's a great for everyday wear and travel, but it does retain moisture a little bit longer because it is that, but it's a little bit better than, it's much better than going full polyester or something like that. I wouldn't do that for a base layer. So yeah, really lovely for daily layering and starting out wise here. So hello everybody. Hi. Okay, awesome. Great. Any questions on this top, use the chat and ask me. I'm happy to help you. So look, here we go. So here's a little description here. It's hard, but we're gonna walk through the product page a little bit. Yeah, so the neckline has a kind of, it says Y2K feel, but for me, this is just a very classic look. It doesn't get more classic than this. It's not going to go out of style. This is always in style, always trending. And of course, it's always gonna give you that polished, updated look. You know, it has this kind of subtle little keyhole thing, which makes it very sophisticated, a beautiful little crisscross, and then the neckline, it's just beautiful. Now, when I first got the top, I was a little bit worried because I was trying to figure out how to put it, I was trying to put it on the hanger, and I'll show it to you guys a little bit later. I got a little bit confused because I was trying to figure out how to hang it. And so then I went onto the Amazon Shopping AI new Alexa assistant that just launched, and I clicked on and I said, how do I put this top on? And it gave me instructions. I followed them, and it worked. So that's a really cool new feature if you haven't already checked it out. So really pretty, nice little back here, very, very simple and elegant. We love this. So I'm gonna go back here. If you're interested in seeing something that I haven't shown already or that that's piquing your interest, just hit me up on the chat. Let me know. It's no problem. So it's a great one. Beautiful. Okay. So 2 products here that are the same. The first one that I have highlighted, these are the petite ones, right? I love these Paige Laurel Canyon jeans. They are super comfortable, but they are, and they have like a little bit of a fit here, so you're going to be defined, but then of course they flare out and they have that 70s Laurel Canyon vibe. Do you guys know the Laurel Canyon reference? If you do, drop a comment in the chat. If not, Laurel Canyon was the place where all of the bands, like the very super chic bands like Fleetwood Mac, they were all living in Laurel Canyon in California in the 70s. So super, super cool and trendy, right? That's where they all wrote their albums, etc. So it's a cute little homage to them. So these are comfortable, and then I also have, so this is the petite version here, which is so cool. I love Paige. They have a lot of petite sizes in their jeans, in their staple jeans, so you can kind of skip the tailor. But if you are not 5'4" and under like me, then the next product coming up is the same jean, but it is not shortened. It's not for the petite length. Just kind of tucking this in here, right? You get a cool little effect. These are very simple, lovely jeans. I'm gonna highlight the next. Okay, so this one is now the regular. If you're my petite gals, go to the one before. If not, this is the main one. So the thing with these jeans, these are very, very high quality. These are Amazon premium fashion, which is the highest, most expensive kind of designer category of Amazon fashion, excluding Amazon luxury stores. So we have luxury stores, which is basically its own little shop, different kind of interface. And then you have Amazon fashion, which is divided into a few categories. You have premium brands, you have top brands. So premium brands equals high-end top designers like Paige and Vince. What else? What else have we shown? Theory. These are all premium brands. Alice and Olivia. And it's growing. It's also a very fun category to take a look at. Not every day. You probably don't have time for that. I do. But as often as possible. Sometimes these products, depending on the size and depending on the color, will have a discount attached. Sometimes they'll be full price. So before you're going to invest in any designer jeans, just take a little bit. So before you splurge this summer, spring, summer, on designer jeans, wherever you would usually buy designer jeans, wait, go to Amazon first and see their prices. See if you could get a better deal, and just hold off and kind of look at the price history. Also, come to my show. I always have high-low options so that we can really achieve that wealthy, expensive aesthetic by mixing and matching super budget-friendly, high-quality Amazon tops. Right, this one is super affordable, and then pairing it with a nice designer jean. That way you could really get away with more. So if you invest in a quality staple piece like a pair of designer jeans by Paige, as I did here, this is my birthday present to myself. If you invest in something like this, it's going to be your capsule wardrobe piece. And this is something that you could wear every other weekend, every weekend, and then pair it with so many different tops that are more budget friendly. So a little capsule wardrobe tip for you, investing in great staple pieces that may be more splurgy. These are not cheap, these are designer jeans, but that's what building a capsule wardrobe is all about. Figuring out where you're going to be wearing pieces the most. So if it is a pair of jeans, like I wear jeans a lot. I live in a more casual city, so it's dressy, it's a city, but it's also more casual. So I live in jeans. That's kind of my going out wardrobe must have, and my uniform. So therefore I could justify this. And then I could have a lot more fun spending, under $30 here and there on fun new release Amazon fashion tops that are quality and lovely. So I hope that's helpful. I don't know that. That's awesome, guys. So thank you so much for being here. Come and join on Amazon Live Fashion for women outfits. All right, so we started off with this cool little base layer, and now I'm going to create a look with this. I talked to you about the importance of having a lightweight layer, a base layer like we have on now. It's because I want you to be able to add and style up your outfit. So I start with a nice, soft, easy to style, easy to wear, lightweight fabric top, and now I'm going to add some style to it. So here we have another outfit, and I have this super trending, very in style Moroccan Claws blazer. And I've done this many times in my show because I just think that it feels and looks great. It's oversized, so you may want to just remember it's not going to be super slim fit, but this is very in style right now. And we've been seeing this kind of oversized blazer. This has been trending for quite, I don't know, I would say like winter, late winter. Saw a lot of the celebrities wearing these kind of oversized blazers. We did a lot of oversized trench coats this winter, and now we're going to continue with this kind of lighter, beautiful piece here. And of course, I have this nice little base layer. If you get this one in black, it'll really be knockout, stand out. It'll be more of a match. But I kind of like it. It almost looks like like I don't even have anything underneath, which is kind of a cool illusion effect. So very pretty here. And then you can kind of play with it. It's single button closure. This is one size up from my regular, and it's oversized. So it's going to fit you, if you're a size small or up, it's going to fit you oversized and relaxed casual, which is so expensive on a budget, so quiet luxury looking to not have everything be so fitted. But just remember that the smallest size is a size small. So just a little note for my petite gals here. All right, lovely. Little pockets here. I mean, if you want to forego your purse, you can with this top, with this blazer. I love the Moroccan Claws. We've done a lot of Moroccan Claws on this show. Very pretty. I'm Hailey. Use the chat and say hello. Lots of outfits today and lots of great pieces. Final note on this blazer, and of course we could always circle back if you want. Do you see the lining here? Isn't that nice? So this is a very high-end design, and this is why it's on this show. Our show today is wealthy on a budget. Blazers are expensive because you have more fabric, it's a little bit thicker. They just tend to be a higher price point than your average top, of course. And blazers are definitely a growing category on Amazon Fashion. I've found there's a lot more of them, and I've shown you several handfuls of them. We do a lot because it's just like a classic wardrobe must. But this seems to be kind of a favorite of mine and of yours. And it has a little shoulder pad here, see that little squishy thing? Very, very subtle, and that adds structure. So cute little style tip. This is your going out, spring, summer outfit, and then say you get to your destination, you're sitting down at dinner with a girlfriend, whatever, and then you just drape the jacket over in a little fun way to keep it on you, keep it safe, sort of like having your purse next to you, and you want to keep it close if you're in a public place. The same thing with little blazer. So instead of draping it on the back of your chair, put it on your shoulders. It's just a nice little style add-on. It's kind of fun. Alrighty, let's see. I know you guys are clicking on certain things that I haven't shown yet. If you want to see something I have not shown, use that chat. That is what this is for. It takes me a long time to curate these shows and put them together. So whatever you guys want to see, I take requests. All right, we're going to see how this one looks with my crisscross halter top. It may not be, I'm hoping we'll see. I didn't try it on before because I know it's going to look good on something, but this is really a stunning piece. Look at this. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons, and these buttons look unbelievable. Look at these. They have like a little black outline here, and then they have a little, isn't that pretty? So these read very expensive to me. And then this is a very, very subtle, look at this. Do you see the silk? Do you see how there's like a little bit of shine in here? This is a tweed blazer that seriously looks like a Chanel blazer. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. Isn't that just amazing? And that's why it's a higher price point. You're getting a lot of extra design elements here, whereas the Arakan Claws blazer is a nice capsule piece because it's just like your go-to, your grab-and-go staple black blazer, right? A capsule wardrobe must and every chic gal's staple. But this one has more flair to it. It has more design components, which is why the price is increased. And of course, you have this faux tweed look. So if this were real, then you would have, it's not real, it's just made a little bit differently. So you have that Chanel look, but for less. So how to look expensive for less with an Amazon budget, here you have it. Again, just like the Arakan Claws little shoulder pad that I showed, that I was squishing, it has a little bit here too. And it's not 80s. Shoulder pads do not equal 80s, right? Common misconception. It's just to add structure, to create shape, sort of like a fit and flare dress where it really cinches in your waistline. Same thing with the blazer here. All right, so we're gonna see how this looks. The reason why I was skeptical is for this reason. So the neckline of this, I kind of like not having anything interrupting it here. So this one will look good. We've shown it before with many other times, but so this one will look good with a kind of a scoop neck or a V-neck top. But because this color is that beige, it has that kind of barely there illusion, so I'm not opposed. Now, the outfit, this is our third outfit of the show. Always many outfits styled for Women Live. This is going to be your very balanced, elevated casual look. So I have a light color pair of designer jeans on, and then this super cool statement jacket in the color black, which doesn't make it as statement-y as it could be, but it's just gorgeous. So little style tip for you before I step closer to the camera. I love a light jean with a fancier tweed jacket or something that would read a little bit more like Jackie Kennedy evening wear in Palm Beach. I love to mix and match something more formal with something super casual. Just a little thing to note, a little style tip for you guys here on My Chic Style Live. So take a piece that you own that you would say is only workwear or only evening wear, and I challenge you to pair it with something that you would say is only weekend wear or only brunch or date night wear. See how it goes. The worst case, you come to my show on Tuesday and say, Hailey, it didn't work, here's why, and then we talk about it. But yeah, just kind of like finding your personal style through using what you already own and kind of having fun and playing with it. And that's how your personal style will evolve and grow and become stronger. And that's also how you will build your own custom capsule wardrobe. So my style is very classic chic, very heritage inspired. And that means that I like to draw on the classics. I like to take your Hermes, your Quiet Luxury, Loro Piana, and your Brunello Cucinelli, your understated, no logo-y kind of stuff, Ralph Lauren collection, and then update it for my budget, which is Amazon fashion budget, and then also, of course, for 2026 to make it look updated and stylish. So that's my personal style. Yours could be a spin on that. Perhaps you love something classic and heritage, but you also really love boho chic, right? So just kind of changing it up and figuring out, and that will really help you navigate. Once you know that style, you'll know how to navigate your capsule wardrobe building. Oops. Okay. So another blazer here for you guys. Let me just take a little sip of water. TGIF, are you guys on, is everybody getting off of work soon? Gosh, when I was teaching, I used to be a teacher in the New York City public schools, and when we would have a long weekend coming up, it was the whole school that Friday would just be, everyone would be in such a better mood, but especially the teachers. Okay, so this is the same brand as the blazer I was just wearing, but a different style. It is cropped, and it has a little bit more color, two different contrasts here. Also has my little bit of structure up on top, and of course it's totally lined here, so it's gonna go on silky smooth. This looks so expensive and gorgeous. Now again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna love it with the crisscross because it's going to interfere with the neckline, but I do love it with the light color designer jeans, because you're taking something that's super, super classic, right? This is you would see this and say, maybe this is a little bit too older, or maybe I'll save this for 5 years from now. But don't do that. If you see something that looks a little bit older than your personal taste, think, how can I match this with something younger, cooler, more modern, and then create a really cool look. So here you have a nice high waist jean in a light color, and you pair it with a really cool cropped, very, very classic, very kind of Jackie Kennedy, Grace Kelly, very Chanel looking cropped blazer, and now you have a very stylish weekend look. And just keep the shoes really, really chill. Like I have the little my little Dream Pairs ones, which are tagged. So just kind of taking little risks and saying, all right, this may look a little bit more classic than my personal taste, but how can I update it? Well, if you have a great pair of light color jeans that make you feel as great as they look on you, which I'm sure they do, then kind of play with a cool classic top. So when you go ultra classic like I am right now with this top, I love to balance it with something a little bit more updated and stylish for today. And therefore, the whole look is elevated. It's so cool. And of course, I have the same little crisscross top on, which if you are going out somewhere, this is a perfect little spring layer, and also early summer and late summer. And look, it's just seamless. It's very easy. And then you take it off and you're good to go. And layering is, I like to think of layering backwards. When I usually talk to my shoppers about layering, people think of what they're going to be putting on, and I like to go in reverse. How is my outfit going to get better as I take my layers off, not as I, oh my gosh, sorry guys, oopsies. Did it click out? Somehow a call from my mother came in. I don't know, I have all notifications turned off and do not disturb on, and then sometimes Isn't it extraordinary? Love my mom, but she is persistent. Maybe I know what she's calling about too. She's calling to see if she could like babysit my dogs or something. She knows I'm on camera today. Mom. Anyway, she's so funny. She's also very stylish. All right, what was I saying? I was saying something that I think had a start, middle, and an end. Oh, layering. So when I am giving layering tips, and this is really important for summertime because look, we don't think about layering in the summertime because it is warm, but still you want to have some coverage and you want to prepare yourself for the later summer months where you're going to definitely need a nice layer. And this is a great piece to have. So I like to think of it backwards. So I'm going to start with this, wearing this. Maybe I have a really cool little scarf. And how am I going to take it off so that when I am nice and toasty in my destination, I still look like $1,000,000. So just a different way to flip it. And I find that to be quite helpful in getting ready. All right, we're gonna see, I was planning on putting this one on over, but the neckline might be a little bit different with, all right, let's do this one here. Hold on, I have another dress for you guys. Let me pull it up. I think this one it's in my closet right now, but luckily I have the same one tagged in black. So you guys, this is our second Grace Karen dress, and I have a bunch of them tagged for a reason. These are the Grace Karen brand. I have to say, the Grace Karen brand is really a wonderful Amazon fashion brand. If you're looking for that kind of classic chic style, but you're on a budget like me. They make really cute quality pieces, and I've been working with them for almost like well over 2 years, maybe close to 3. And I really love my work with them. It makes my job easy when I have a great price point and a great look to show you guys, right? And that's all we do here. So it's very fun and elegant brand on Amazon fashion. So if this dress doesn't pique your interest, then I encourage you to kind of poke around the Grace Karen storefront, and I promise you will find something. So again, I have not changed my shoes or my earrings or my bag, sticking with that neutral gold palette, which is great for a wedding guest attire, a wedding guest look, especially if you're traveling for a wedding, which I think is just so common now, especially with our college friends, high school friends, right? Not everybody lives in the same town anymore. So these are great dresses because they're going to pack well and they're going to be easy care. And then also a little note on accessories. You want to make sure that you have a very simple accessory, a nice neutral pump and shoes so that you don't have a ton of stuff to carry, right? I mean, I am definitely guilty of overpacking, but I'm trying to get a lot smarter about it. And little things like planning ahead and thinking about, okay, what kind of events do I have to go to on my vacation, on my destination wedding? And then how many times can I wear like this gold purse or these gold shoes with multiple looks, right? And that's kind of the secret to smart dressing, smart packing overall, right? How much wear can I get out of this? I think that this dress just really reads very classic and elegant, right? You have a little cap sleeve here, tiny bit of ruching, right? Now, I wonder, do they say it's bodycon? I don't think so. Sometimes it gets a little bit confusing when the titles have the word bodycon in it, and a lot of my shoppers will be like, I'm not doing bodycon, right? Let me just take a look. Okay, yeah, wear to work dress. Okay, there's a coupon on this page too. Nice, hold on. Yeah, midi dress, okay. Guys, use the chat and say hello. Okay. Let's see, is it working? Did it mute? Okay, cool. So this is our first Claim Deals Now exclusive promo attached. You guys are getting an extra discount on this. This is 48% off for my live viewers only, so make sure to add it to cart before the end of the show so you get this. So cute little dress here. I'm gonna pause that. Really, really pretty. I love this Grace Karen. It's a very expensive look. I also have it tagged, so this is in the color black. Let me pull it up here. So that is the one that has the deal attached to it. And I know this is like a little bit confusing. And then this is the one that this doesn't have an exclusive deal, but it's the same dress. So just make sure that you add the second one to your cart. And I have two colors here. Isn't that nice? So this is the beigey apricot one, and this is the black one. Now I love the length. I love this one. It is a really, really great dress. So if you want to look expensive on any kind of budget, this is it. When I have a dress that is two different colors, the same dress in two colors, that should indicate something to you. That tells you that I really, really love it. It's worth buying not just once, but twice. It is really something to live in, and it's a very expensive look. So pretty. And drop a comment if you agree. Awesome. Yeah, it's a really pretty one. Love this one. We've done this before, that dress before, because it's just so cute and it looks great. I love a good budget-friendly find that is just easy to wear kind of anywhere. Okay, whoa, this Memorial Day sale is unbelievable. 63% off. This is pretty great. So look, this is an interesting top, and I started my show on Tuesday with this one for a reason. So this is also something that I added for our new product carousel pieces, and I bought this full price. You guys are very lucky. This is a great piece. It has that peplum top effect where you have that kind of cinched in waist here, and then you have camouflage in the lower belly, and then you have a 3/4 length sleeve here, so it's a nice little upper arm coverage. So this is great if we're still working on our summer bodies or we're looking for some camouflage. This is a great top. I just posted a video clip from my show on Tuesday talking about this and posted it on my social, and I got a really, really good response from it because people, we're not always going to be in the best shape of our lives. So I like this top because of the design of it. And it's not as structured as it looks. I'll talk you through that. The sizes start at extra small, and they're available small, medium, large, and extra large. And I like the black because it's just very, very classic. And then the two different fabrics here. Let me pull it up here. I love talking about fabrics because they tell a story. All right, I want to talk about this here. Let me just get this. All righty. Okay. So, hold on. Hold on, guys. All right, I'm going to talk you through the fabric component of this. So this top, the fabrics, you have 62% polyester, 32% cotton, and then 6% elastane. Okay, so the main one is the polyester. So it's moisture managing. This is a great top for this summer because it's going to be managing your moisture, unlike cotton. It doesn't absorb water, it pushes moisture away from your body so that it'll evaporate more. So you see that a lot with performance fabrics. And it's also going to retain shape, and it's going to it's going to last longer. And then of course you have a good, comfortable cotton mix in it, which is great for that skin-friendly feel. I like this blend. I like this blend of fabrics. It has that breathability, the moisture wicking and durability, and then of course it has that precision fit and 4-way stretch elastane. I love that. So also known as spandex, lycra, that's the same kind of thing for your 4-way stretch elastane. So it's a nice hybrid performance fabric. And it's very high quality, and it'll be really, really nice under a jacket or under a blazer. Like all the ones that I showed you are gonna look great with it. And it's wonderful for hiking and for traveling. So you're gonna get a lot of use out of this top. Awesome. Alrighty. Make sure I'm seeing all your, all right, limited time deal here. You have a nice piece going through some of the key components. You have this top is a nice camouflage area here and here, so lower belly, top of arms, we love that. And then the fabrics are wonderful. You're getting durability, breathability, and nice and stretchy. So this is a very versatile top that you're just gonna really live in, I believe. All right, I'm gonna now just go to this really pretty dress that you guys are gonna love. And take a little browse, a little look around, because they have great price points, in my opinion, for high quality products that look like $1 million. And that is our goal here. We're looking at capsule pieces that are meant to wear everywhere for many different years to come. So we're building on that kind of classic heritage idea, right? Building on that Hermes, Ralph Lauren style and kind of updating it. So this is a really nice one. Now, if you're shopping on the Amazon Live app, I'm gonna just pull up the product page here on my TV. So this is a brand new release from the brand. As you could see in that, one of the reasons why I know that it doesn't have that many reviews. It will soon. So as of today, it's kind of doesn't have tons of reviews, but that doesn't deter me because, well, you guys get to see it. This is the best review of all. It's live. This is not filtered or edited. All right, so let's see here. Also, I hope that you guys could hear me. It's not like glitchy or anything, right? Wi-Fi is good. Everything's good. Let me know if not. Okay, so let's click select options. Now this will look different, of course, on your app, because we're looking at the Amazon Live app streaming app here. All right, so cherry red, black is always a good go-to, especially for luxury capsule. I love black. And the sizes extra large, medium, small, and extra small. Now, this feels very snug as a bug in a rug for me, and I'm wearing an extra small, my regular size. If you like the way that it fits me, I advise you to take either your regular or even consider one size up. As you could see, it is very snug. I am not somebody who wants something that's too snug, and of course it has this like really cute little flared out kind of camouflage in the back option here, which makes me like it more. If it were all bodycon, then I probably wouldn't be showing it here. I like to define my waistline, which it has here, but I don't like to be tight all around, if that makes sense. Okay, so we have little description here, very vintage, very kind of elegant and dainty. The romantic style is very in for spring 2026, and of course it's kind of always in style, but you're seeing these kind of romantic looks and this vintage feel. You could wear this as a wedding guest, you could wear this to prom if you're one of my younger shoppers, or kind of any little party that you're going to. But look, you could put like I have a little comfortable Dream Pairs wedge heel, and it's like a daytime brunch. So this is one of the things that with the right jewelry and the right footwear, you could really dress up or down. Okay, so a little bit, so nice and stretchy fabric. Let's show you here, super stretchy. So you have that, and it's totally machine washable. And again, just get like a nice little strapless bra and you're good to go. Very simple. The shell is mostly rayon fabric, which you see in a lot of activewear. So that's where you get a lot of that kind of breathability. This is that perfect transitional capsule piece where you're going from spring to summer. And it also has rayon and nylon. So rayon, nylon, and spandex. So there's no polyester in this. Everything here is very light, breezy, bright, and airy, which makes it perfect for spring 2026. And of course, Memorial Day is upon us, which is pretty crazy. So if you're going to a nice little Memorial Day party, this is a great one to have. Hello. Really, really beautiful pink dress. I'm obsessed with that. But for time purposes, I'm going to just jump into our next little piece here by Grace Karen. I love to put on as many pieces as I can for you guys so that you could get the most informative decision going into your purchasing process. Now I'm just gonna see, do I have a deal attached to this one? Oh, I don't. I thought I did. Guess not. Let's see here. All right, I love this one so much. This is so pretty. I've had it now for about a year. This is a lovely piece. You guys are gonna love this one. All right, let me talk to you about it. Now, I don't think they have this color available anymore. Let's see. Just want to see this here. Pull it up. Use a chat and say hello. What's your favorite piece of the show? Poet and didn't know it. Are you guys cringing right now? This one I really, really love. Let me just pull this here. All right. Okay, cool. Okay, let's talk about this dress. I mean, is this not beautiful? Look at this. Now, two things changed while I had my new, my pink dress up while I did a little outfit change. I changed up my shoes and of course the dress. This is just beautiful. Now, I just moved to St. Petersburg, Florida from Palm Beach, Florida. And Palm Beach, if you aren't familiar with it, I'll tell you a little bit about it. If you are, then great. Then you probably already know Palm Beach is synonymous with the ultra wealthy, very, very expensive area, arguably the most expensive area of the country and even the world, right? Top 20 places. And Palm Beach is a place where you're going to see fashion as if you're at New York Fashion Week. It really is unbelievable the way that women really, really do it up there. Now, I lived there for almost a decade, and I have always been on an Amazon fashion budget, but I've always wanted to look expensive and look amazing and kind of fit in with that crowd. This is a dress I wore all the time. And actually, I wore it out with my best friend in Palm Beach, Gwendolyn. Do you guys remember her from many, many shows ago? I used to talk about my friend Gwen. She's also blonde, but she is like 6'1", and she wears heels, so we were kind of like a frickin' frack kind of dynamic duo. We had so much fun. She's so great. I owe her a phone call too. Gwenny, I owe you a phone call. And so I wore this dress out with her. We went out to a new hotel, kind of fun, posh place on Palm Beach Island, and then we went out dancing after. So this is a dress that I wore in late May, so actually like a year ago now, out to kind of a more proper evening setting to a girls' night dancing, and it's just beautiful. So this one really transcends lots of different occasions, which I love. And it doesn't get more flattering, more comfortable than this. The fun thing about this dress, you could really add your own personal flair to it. You could do a really cool necklace, you could do a cool drop earring, or just keep it really, really quiet luxury and do nothing at all. Like I have, just very, very minimal, and do like a cool little French twist and elegant. Lovely. So this is a great piece. I have photos of me wearing it. I wonder if you guys want to see them, let me know. Actually, I always kind of pull it up. So you could wear this on a beach vacation. You could wear it out with your girlfriend Gwen dancing in Palm Beach, or not. And I have them paired. I know I'm skipping ahead the carousel, but these are my dream pairs wedges. I have two pairs of the dream pairs, whatever, wedges on this show. And these are so cute. These are a little bit taller than the other ones that I usually wear that are right here, and a little bit more, I think they're a little bit prettier in the design, and then they're just a little bit more going out appropriate. Very, very summery, very expensive looking on a budget. Jimmy Choo does a lot of these types of wedges, and I'm going to pull them up here so you guys could see. They are tall. So Jimmy Choo does a lot of these really cool wedge heels where you have that kind of suede fabric and then a nice little strap to hold you in. Take your regular size on these. A little bit of a note, they come in lots of different colors. I would advise you to go with the color that I have selected because this is a color that matches the espadrille color perfectly, so it has an elongating effect. And espadrilles are not as elongating as the classic pump, point toe pump. So I like to go super monochrome with this. It's also going to make them look way more expensive. So that's number one. I like this color selection. Number two, this is the faux suede. This is not real suede, or else it would not be look expensive for less. It would be very expensive if it were real suede. So you're dealing with a polyurethane, a faux leather, but the suede polyurethane gives more than a regular polyurethane leather goes. So they have the same color, but it looks like a real just matte leather. It's okay, I'm okay with it, but personally, I like it to have, when I'm dealing with shoes that are not real leather, I like to go suede. They just have a little bit more give to them. So a little hack there for you guys to remember and to keep. And then so color, and then of course go with the suede one. And usually if we were dealing with real suede, I would not be showing you, I would probably not show you a pump that it was real suede, because one puddle and it's all over, you know, with suede. I don't really buy suede that often or at all, but so I really love, if I want a suede option, I love it for polyurethane, for faux leather. It's gonna look really cute. Now, I was talking about this dress in relation to it being a perfect going out dress, which it is, but of course you could just add a little hat, UPF 80 hat, and watch how cool this is. So now you are in the south of France, Saint-Tropez, and you're the most travel chic. This is such a cute look. I'm obsessed with it. Actually, I'm gonna be wearing this Memorial Day weekend. I'm loving this look. So cute, right? So the simple addition of a really smart accessory can just totally change up the whole look. So investing in smart pieces that are versatile, like this dress, wear it out, wear it traveling, wear it to the beach, add a little accessory, or take it off and add a cool little drop earring, and then it's party appropriate. You know, so it's just really, really smart ways to have a true capsule wardrobe. And I'm going to, this was not actually planned, but this is gonna make some sense, I hope. I'm Hailey. Use a chat and say hello if you have any questions or want to see something that we already went through. I can move ahead or backwards. It's no problem. So this is a cute little summer preview here. I love the Palm Beach green. So we're now in our Nantucket outfit. We have our little beach wardrobe, and this is a cute little Palm Beach green, very Lily Pulitzer, which is a very expensive designer. We've done some of their pieces on this show, but you have a really, really flattering bathing suit in the same color scheme, in the same theme overall. A very expensive look with that same color, and has a very designer feel to it on a very Amazon budget. Little pads here, super cute little scallop design. So here's a little outfit to save for later if you're going on a beach vacation, or if your things are warming up. This is something to consider. I love being very strategic when I am traveling. I like to really, really be thoughtful about how I pack. I used to pack so poorly that when I would open up my suitcase, which of course would be just packed to the brim with everything, I would still feel like I had nothing to wear. So when you're packing, you really want to be very, very thoughtful. And in order to do that, you have to purchase your outfits beforehand very, very thoughtfully. So if it's a little bit too chilly to be thinking about a beach cover-up and a super cute bikini, I understand, but just save this for later. If you want to see something that we already did, let me know. I have my little Grace Karen dress here. One more look for you guys, and I'll show you. So I have it with the dressier Dream Paris heels. Okay, and so now I take the hat off, and add a cool little drop earring or nothing, and now you're going out with your best friend Gwen in Palm Beach like I did, and then you add your super cool hat, and you are Audrey Hepburn in the south of France getting off of a little boat. Or was that Bridget Bardot? That was Bridget Bardot. I think Audrey Hepburn went to like Lake Como area, which I've never been. Has anybody ever been to like the Italian? Oh my gosh, I would love to do that. It's such a great, that'd be such a nice vacation. I have to keep please support the live and buy things so we could all plan a trip together. Okay, cool. Thanks so much for being here. Outfits for Women Styled live every Tuesday and every Friday on Amazon Fashion. I'm Hailey Feldman, your host. This is My Chic Style Live. Cool, and Robus, we know this brand, we love this brand. This is a really simple dress that I thought, I'm gonna put this on the carousel. I'm not sure how they're gonna think of what they're gonna think of it, but I like it because it has the same vibes of this dress. Much more casual, but you could wear this as a beach cover-up. You could wear this going to brunch, and you could also wear this going out with a super casual little pump, right? So super versatile here and little pockets. It's so buttery soft and lovely, and it's just a nice kind of summer staple. Great little length, nice and flowy and airy and bright, so it's easy. And get it in black, I like that too. Oh my gosh, my next favorite two-piece set. I was wearing this yesterday. I did not get a photo for you guys, but I should have, because I am truly living this two-piece set. I'm so obsessed with it. Let me pull up the little video here. wanted to look nice, but this was going to be an active errand. We were walking around, the condo was still under construction. And gosh, I hope it wasn't muted the whole time. Okay, did I not, was it, guys, was it muted the whole time? I'm so embarrassed if it was. Oh, can't get it perfect every time, right? I try. I'm a one-man band. All right, so this is something I am really living in right now. This is a skirt where you have shorts built in here, but it has a cute little skirt feel. And then this top it's just adorable. I wear it as a set, and I usually mix and match sets more than I do wearing them together, but this is adorable. It is so comfortable. So if you want to look really, really cute while doing errands, this is definitely the piece for you guys to consider. Uh-oh. Oh, the audio difficulties. Oh no. Hold on, guys. I had the mute thing. I'm gonna have to restart the show. Hold on, guys.